Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com. Discount Tire. Let's get you taken care of.
Mary redeemed a $50,000 cash prize playing Chumba Casino online.
I was only playing for fun, so winning was a dream come true.
Chumba Casino is America's favorite free online social casino. You, too, could have the chance to win life-changing cash prizes. Absolutely anybody could be like Mary. Be like Mary. Log on to ChumbaCasino.com and play for free now. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details. The voice in the preceding commercial was not the actual voice of the winner.
Welcome to the Unscripted podcast. My name's Corby LaCroix, and the song you're hearing right now is called Great and Mighty One, available on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your music. But for now, recording from the Unscripted studio at the Junction in Old Hilliard, here's your host and my friend, Aaron Conrad.
Great Redeemer, God of grace.
All right, everybody, welcome to Unscripted from my studios here at the Junction in Old Hilliard. And Happy New Year. It is a new year. Today is January the 4th. I don't know when people will be hearing this, but today is January the 4th, and it is a new year. It's a new time. As many of you may or may not have seen, we released our video for MyUnscripted. And today I sit in the offices/studios here at the Junction in Old Hilliard of MyUnscripted, which is... honestly, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that we are where we are and that this is actually real. Every day I honestly wake up and I'm surprised and blessed and humbled that I get to say that I have my own business. At the end of the day, who knows where this is going to go. There's something you're going to hear from me. You're probably going to see at certain points, and my team knows that I say quite often. I learned it from one of the best bosses I've ever had in my life and a mentor in my life. He told me on several occasions in the business that he created, we control the inputs and God controls the outcome. Today I sit here on January the 4th, 2022, with that same mindset. That's what my team understands that I believe, and the way that we're going to run our business is I control the inputs and God controls the outcome. If you've seen the video, you know maybe a little bit of what got us here. And let me pause very quickly and tell you that I want to thank Jason Morrow from 270 Hoops. Jason's a good friend. He is uber talented and a guy that really helped me. The vision for the video. I guess I want to answer a lot of questions in this podcast. So the vision for the video, and I hope that when you saw it, if you haven't seen it yet, you can find it on YouTube. I'll have the links in this podcast. But if you haven't seen the video yet, just go to MyUnscripted.com, scroll down a little bit, you'll see the video right there. But the vision for the video was I wanted to educate, I wanted to inspire, and I wanted to separate Unscripted, the podcast, from our business. I wanted people to know what we're doing because I think people have seen a lot of announcements from me and other things that have come out through the marketing efforts of our team. And I wanted people to understand what MyUnscripted is, what we do, and also be inspired. I've had the blessing for a year and a half now to be inspired by people that came on, so many wonderful people that came on, shared their story, and through their story, through their quotes, I have been inspired, and I hope you have too. So I wanted to inspire all of you and just share this journey because this journey has been unbelievable for me, for my family. It's really, really been special. And if nothing else happens out of this, I have had the opportunity and the blessing to be inspired by other people and start a business. So here we are. A few things really quick. So why MyUnscripted? So many people when I run into them around here in Hilliard or at the grocery store or texts I receive, everybody says to me, how are you making money on your podcast? Let me go ahead and just tell you right now, the podcast has some financial incentive, and there's some things that have happened. There's some wonderful partnerships that I've been able to develop. But at the end of the day, the podcast, unless you're a guy named Joe Rogan who has the #1 podcast in the country and just pretty much prints money every time he has a podcast, for a lot of us, in the podcasting world, there's not, you're not Joe Rogan. And so you really have to find ways to do those things. For me, it is transitioning into what is called MyUnscripted, and that's our collective and content creation company. Through MyUnscripted, what I plan to do is just that. It's a collective. There's a lot of opportunities. There's some I can't even talk about. I swear there's not a day that passes where my phone or email, text, you name it, direct messages, don't change or get another update or another opportunity. So there's a lot of conversations I can't talk about right now. But as of today, as I sit here today, what we do is we do content creation. And that's why I started MyUnscripted. There were so many opportunities far beyond the podcast, and because of the podcast, that have developed, that have given me the opportunity to be where I am today, in a studio in Old Hilliard at the Junction, with a team of people that have said I'm in and want to be a part of this as well. And so that's why we created MyUnscripted. What is it? It is a content creation company. So we can do everything from websites, SEO, app development. We have plans to do an inspirational speaking network. We're in conversations with a group that's we hope to bring on board that will have a speaker network. We are so blessed to have someone like Gary Miracle on our team. Gary's an amazing story. If you have followed this podcast from the beginning, you know my admiration and respect for Gary Miracle. Gary's a part of our team. There's many others that we're in conversation with. So there's a speaker network. App development, as I said, there's websites. We have already done a few. Check out cookingwithcj.com. And so as I say that, I want to say Cooking with CJ. Cooking with CJ is a guy that, again, if you all knew the whole story, someday maybe I'll write the book or tell the entire story. But I met Cooking with CJ because my wife bought me a Ninja Foodie Grill. I invited CJ to come on, and we've had now two episodes. If you're a regular listener, you know that. 2 episodes with CJ. It's been amazing. He's become a good friend and now brings his expertise of building a YouTube channel and all the other social platforms that he's on to our team. And so CJ's a part of my team. Our website developer, Nick. I met Nick many, many years ago in a previous life with a Fortune 500 company. Nick and I worked together on developing a website for that Fortune 500 company. Nick was a guy that reached out to me and said, I'm in. I love what you're doing. I want to be a part of it. And Nick is now a part of our team. And then, of course, you've also seen the announcement, or maybe not, either way, the announcement of my executive director, Cami Prano. Cami and I have probably known each other now, I want to say 6 years. She's pretty much a member of our family. She's been on the episode, and we have a new one coming soon, which you will see or hear. But Cami is someone that I trust as much as anyone in the world. Cami understands me. She understands the way that I operate. She understands how fast that I run in the business world. Trust me, I do not run fast in the physical world. But Cami understands my pace and is someone that has come on board and said, I'm in. And so all of these different people have come along inside of me, which again, I can't express enough how much that means to me personally, that they've said, I'm in. I'll be there for you. I'll do whatever you want to do. And they've captured a bigger vision. And so that's what we are. We are a web, app, SEO, media, social media, content creation company. We're a business consulting company. And very soon we'll have an inspirational speaking network for businesses, high schools, you name it. All these things are coming together very quickly, but that's the essential parts today. But as I said, it is a collective, and more is coming soon. So those conversations are ongoing. I've introduced you to our team. What is the future? I don't know. I don't know. As I said earlier, I control the inputs and God controls the outcome. So everything that happens with MyUnscripted is literally that. I control the inputs, our team controls the inputs, and God controls the outcome. I trust His provision. I trust Him explicitly. I hope you saw that in the video. I took the advice and wisdom and wise counsel of many people who will be coming on soon to also share the story of who I received wisdom from, who I received advice and wise counsel from, in terms of putting this all together. And so that's it. That's the future. I don't know the future. I wish I did. Trust me, I wish I did, as I look at spreadsheets and budgets and a bunch of things I never thought I would be putting out there. But this is where we are today. And honestly, I can tell you, I am one of the few people, I think, in this world that when they say they love their job, they truly mean it. It's almost ironic that before all of this happened, I would think I was at dinner or at the house or something with my wife, and I said to her, how many people really love their job? Like truly love what they do. I know a lot of people say it, hey, how's work? Oh, it's great. Is it? Because, a lot of people, do they really love what they do? I've had some great jobs. I've said this before on other podcasts. I've had some wonderful jobs. I've had the opportunity to work for some incredible facilities, some incredible organizations, some incredible people, life-changing, dream jobs, as you'd say. At the end of the day, I wasn't fulfilled. And as I said in the promo video, the reality is I want my kids to know that my life meant something. And so that's why we have Unscripted. That's why we have MyUnscripted. And if you followed along, you know that the podcast led to the company, which we're currently talking about. Last thing, a lot of people have asked me this. What about the podcast? What about Unscripted? I think there's curiosity, I should say, about what will happen with the podcast now that we have this company. Well, I can tell you that without the podcast, there's no company. Without Unscripted, there's no MyUnscripted. Without Unscripted, there's no more Bad Days podcast with Gary Miracle. Without Unscripted, there's no more Corner 3 podcast with Coach Congrove at Hilliard Davidson. And without Unscripted, there's no 270 Unscripted with my friends and the guys at 270 Hoops. That podcast, this little thing that started in my basement, which honestly I never imagined would be what it is today. Without it, there's none of the other things I've mentioned. And so it's kind of the little engine that could. It is the driver for me. Without Unscripted, I would not have had the opportunity to meet the people I've met. Matter of fact, if you're listening to this, if you're hearing this right now, without Unscripted, you wouldn't be hearing this right now. And so that's kind of an update in a very quick fashion on what is MyUnscripted. What about the podcast? Who is my team? Why are we doing what we're doing? I invite you to join us in this vision. We said it in the video. Actually, I said it. I didn't say it in the video. My good friend Manny, a homie from Samaritan's Feet, said it, and he said it best. Make sure your dreams and your goals are big enough to create room for others to join you. Those are our two pillars. One, I control the inputs and God controls the outcome. The second, make sure my dreams and goals are big enough to create room for others to join us. I hope that with MyUnscripted, we create room for others to join us. Whatever it is, I want others to live unscripted. I want others to be excited about the future. I want others to dream and to love what they do every day. Not everyone can. I can't explain every circumstance, and I certainly can't put myself in a position of anyone listening today. But I want you to know that that's who we are. That's what we do, and we're here for you. You can find out more at myunscripted.com. Thank you so much for listening to Unscripted, because without it, there is no MyUnscripted. I look forward to the future, and trust me, the guests are lining up. I'm placing guests, we're scheduling, there is content coming. But as of today, I just wanted to give you a quick update. I wanted to follow up on our video and let you know that MyUnscripted is here. We're excited about the future. I love my team. I'm just 4 days into the new year, and I love my team. They're wonderful. I'm blessed. I'm thankful for each one of you that listen, support, and believe in everything we've done, for wearing the merch, for buying the merch. I can't say it enough. Thank you so much for supporting Unscripted. Much, much more to come, and I'll have a new episode out very soon for Unscripted. Thank you. Happy New Year to each one of you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of the Unscripted podcast with your host, Aaron Conrad, from his studio at the Junction in Old Hilliard. Make sure to like, share, follow, and review on your favorite podcast platforms. Also, make sure to check out my song Great and Mighty One on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you find your music. We'll see you next time on Unscripted with Aaron Conrad.
Mary redeemed a $50,000 cash prize playing Chumba Casino online.
I was only playing for fun, so winning was a dream come true.
Chumba Casino is America's favorite free online social casino. You too could have the chance to win life-changing cash prizes. Absolutely anybody could be like Mary. Be like Mary. Log on to ChumbaCasino.com and play for free now. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details. The voice in the preceding commercial was not the actual voice of the winner.